So I want to look at the results of the final poll question before we do part. We only have about 5 minutes left. So it looks like the small scale is winning at the moment. What production scale will you need next for your mRNA development or manufacturing programs? We got 5 liters or less. And then it just kind of, it looks like we're not looking at large scale at this point. Do you anticipate, guys, that we will go to super, super large scale, or are we going to stick to the smaller? This could be a reflection of where we are in the industry too right now.
It could be. I'm wonderfully inspired by these results, right? Because
that's awesome.
Because I do believe, unlike biologics, where scale matters and you're making metric tons of protein. I think when you look at the opportunity here, right? If you look at even the vaccine, right? You're looking at 30 microgram doses, 100 microgram doses.
Yeah.
And if you start applying that to therapeutics, the doses may be slightly different, but certainly not every product is going to be set in a pandemic setting, right? This is unusual times.
Yeah.
So I think we really have an opportunity here to think differently about this industry and have more capital efficient type models, and start thinking a bit more around, the wonderful opportunity also for mRNA is you can think about the combination of several drug substances, right, into one therapeutic, right? So you're starting to approach more of the very targeted therapeutic areas, which will require smaller volume and more patient-specific type therapies as we go forward. So, and again, also from a capital efficiency perspective, and also from again going back to the stories of how do I supply the market and avoid the complexities of scale up and time and money that costs there. I think this is really an industry that's ripe for approaching this in a very sensible manner.
Yeah, absolutely. I think those are inspirational final words there from John. Hari, do you have anything else to add? We have about 3 minutes left, so I'd really like to hear, do you have any thoughts on these results? I think John mentioned that we have a lot of room to grow, but at the same time that room for growth is so positive, right? There are a lot of ways that mRNA can really improve manufacturing treatment paradigms in terms of efficiency. So are you just as inspired by these results as John is?
Absolutely. In fact, I'm inspired, particularly because of the tail here. I see 500 liters or more with some responses, and 100 to 500 liters with some responses. So that's quite exciting to see, to have mRNA manufacturing at that scale. But to kind of wrap things up, I think we've been given an amazing gift here by nature plus R&D and innovation by the industry of a modality that is so cool.
It really is. It really is.
Before 20 years ago or whatever, to think of mRNA as a therapeutic would have been you would have been thought as crazy, because it was considered a highly unstable molecule and very difficult to produce. And here we are, 15 or so years later, talking about 500 liter scale production of mRNA, as the slide suggests, and using deterministic processes with well-defined characterization at the end. So I think it's very exciting. We are living in a very exciting era. We're able to now use RNA to edit the genome and make permanent changes, which is yet another exciting development beyond transient protein production. And so I think overall, I'm very excited about where we are and where we're headed.